All right, there. The seconds are counting, so you can move up a little bit, Laura. You don't have to be that far back. Okay. How you doing?
I'm fine. How are you doing?
I'm okay. We've been doing daily videos, and yeah, this is probably not a bad idea, and I'm only doing them while you're here, so it's not just me. Give us a way to stay connected with people. And last Sunday, in the sermon that was on Facebook and YouTube, I asked people, how will we let Jesus love us past what we know already, or already know? And it wasn't my intent, but that I think this has some application this week because we've had to do some things we haven't done before, would you say?
It's been an interesting week.
Okay. How's it been an interesting week for you?
On Monday, I was in Olive Garden restaurant, and there were very few people.
And probably even fewer now, because I think, say, Mission Barbecue,
even be closed.
I think, is only carry out. And Vinny's wasn't sure they were going that way. I got carry out from them in the fridge from yesterday, but yeah.
I've avoided the grocery store.
I went to Food Lion last night. There were some things you couldn't get, but there were things you could. I got eggs, and you told me about eggs, so. But yeah, I mean, things are different than they were last week.
There was very little traffic out on the road this morning.
Yeah.
I think people have realized the seriousness of it.
Yeah, I posted on Facebook a letter from folks in Georgia, a pastor and his wife who's a doctor, and how things are down there. Well, yeah, and it's scary because, like I told you yesterday, a doctor from Stanford in a webinar said their big concern is how they're going to staff the ICU in the weeks to come, and that gives me kind of a chill to even say that. And I said that last night because one of the new things we've done this week is a Bible conversation online through Google. I had to set it up through Google Meet, but anyone who wants to be part of this, go to Google Hangouts and download that app, if you will, on your computer, and you can be part of a Bible conversation. We did it last night. It was just 6 of us, the Ashtons and the Gates and Dave Loudon and me. But we'll do that again next Wednesday. If anyone wants to be part of that, download Google Hangouts and send me an email letting me know you want to be part of that next Wednesday at 6:15 as we talk about John 11:1-45. That's our text through next week. But I had no idea I would be into Google Hangouts this week. I had no idea I'd be doing a sermon on Facebook Live at this point last week. So really lots of things have changed. I did online giving for the first time last night because that's the only way we can keep up with our offering if that's what we want to do at this point in time. But yeah, it's a whole new world. Things have changed in the past week.
And who knows when it might go back to, well, you can actually come to church.
Because, at first we thought worship would only be canceled in person for the 15th and the 22nd. Now it's the 29th. Same webinar I watched yesterday, a pastor from Washington State said they're not expecting things to be back to normal by Holy Week. So they're sending out communion kits so people can take communion at home on Monday, Thursday when they live stream that service. So but let me see what list I gave you because we have a lot of new things to talk about. We talked about online giving, we talked about Bible conversation and Google Hangouts, talked about live streaming worship. I was wondering about music for that, but as I've been learning today, we would need additional licenses for live streaming music. So that's a cost we would have to incur. If anyone's interested, we can look at Zoom as an alternative platform for meetings, perhaps. We can consider it for worship. I'm not sure we would have more accessibility to the public on Zoom for live stream worship as opposed to Facebook Live. But then the good thing, I think, Luke Miller can take what we put on Facebook, the live stream service, and download it and upload it onto YouTube. And he can do that much quicker than I could here.
Amazing.
So, so please look for services on YouTube. Thanks to Luke. And please subscribe to our YouTube channel, Trinity UMC, King George, Virginia, to get notifications for that. So anything else we need to pass before we go a few days before another video?
If you're not sure about online giving, in the bulletin, in the announcements, there's Ben Ashton has put something from the Finance Committee that could help you. And if you have any questions about the online giving, please ask Ben Ashton.
Indeed, and it's pretty simple. I mean, you have to have a savings or checking account to do it. It's not credit card. And you can do it more than once. You can do it one time. So if I can do it, it's gotta be easy, right? It does, seriously. Anything else we need to say?
Be safe out there, guys.
Yeah, be safe.
Remember, God's in control. He's got it all.
Amen to that. Amen. Thanks. All right, so see you next week.
See you next week.
Bye.